like, oh, I didn't even know about the fuel cells, or I didn't know about art, and I'm like, oh, well, shoot, yeah. Hex T Armstrong, ahoy, ahoy. Mix B, oh, hey, B. Yeah. So if you guys go to the Telegram, t.me/anti-gravity saga, it's on my Telegram, and I'm sorry, it's on my X. But if you go there, there's one channel, or I don't know, topic. I think they call them topics on the side. There's one for memes, one for art, one for the book, and one for this general chat that everyone throws stuff in. And that's usually where I post these YouTube links, because like my bro up here, Goosink, he tells me all the time, he's like, I would listen to your streams, but I can't 2x them on X. I can't speed them up on X, and you only sound smart when you're on 2x. And I was like, thanks for the feedback, bro. But that's why I try to put the YouTube link as many places as possible, because that one's easier to 2x, and it doesn't shut off your doesn't let your screen go to sleep. Like, I'm sure you've watched a lot of things on X where your phone goes to sleep and you're like, damn it. But I think X is going to move a lot more towards YouTube, which I hope they do, because I like it. I like the way X runs things, and YouTube is they're just militant about everything. They get their panties in a bunch over.
Yeah, the other night when you guys were having trouble with your YouTube, because of what you wrote in the title, which I think that's what it was. Guess what? I got a survey, and I had to survey you, and it showed up on the algorithm in YouTube. I've been on YouTube, since 2009. Oh, yes. I did. And I've never surveyed anyone. That was my first survey. And it was you. It was your channel. And they asked me questions, and I answered properly.
They're like, show us on the doll where he hurt you. So like they don't even promote my stuff to my own subscribers. Like when I go live, almost nobody gets an alert.
I do. I get it.
Oh, good. You're one of the few. I've heard of a lot of people. Like, I turn on the alerts on X, I turn the alerts on YouTube, and nothing. And I'm like, what the heck? I stream every day.
Check your settings, because you're going to find, YouTube is changing all the time. So if you check your settings, there's like different ways to change the algorithm as well. So your algorithm might not be where you want it. And so it might be best to take a look at your settings lately, because even if you haven't looked at it in about a year or 3 months or 4 months, it's worth looking into.
It's a good idea.
Take it from me.
You're basically like my manager today. You're like, hey, quit doing this. Start doing this. Look at YouTube.
I don't act like a manager.
No, you just have great ideas. And then consider art page on AG project. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm taking notes.
I wonder if anyone else got a survey that night. It was immediately after you did your third YouTube. It was like right after that, I got this little survey, and it said, what did you get out of this particular, live stream? And it had like all these keywords like money, inspiration, blah, 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 all these adjectives. And I'm like, you could tell it was trying for me to say, abundance or whatever, but instead I just answered. I just clicked the words.
You said goofy dad jokes.
Of it. Huh?
I would just say goofy dad jokes if they asked me about my stream.
No, you couldn't fill it in. You couldn't populate it on your own. They populated the words, and you just could click them and highlight it, but you could highlight all of them, and they gave you like 10 different choices of words of how to describe your live stream. I should have taken a picture, but I just forgot.
Yeah, like a screenshot. That's fascinating that they're digging. But like I said, that anytime that anything sounds copywritten, they're striking, and they're like, well, we won't ban this video.
Let's go ask Smo Spider.
Yeah, let's ask Smo Spider. No, but seriously, it's kind of like they're like the thing is they say, we can't give you revenue for this video, and I'm thinking like it's 0.3 cents a month or something that I'm getting in ad revenue. Like, you can keep it. Like, it wasn't even worth Even my super chats, like I had like $200 in super chats, and in order to get them, you had to go through so much KYC. I was like, YouTube can keep that $200, and that's when I put my a crypto address up there in my description, because I'm like, just send me crypto. Screw these middlemen.
And there are other ways to do that, and then all you end up with is anyways from
I've got a really bad dad joke that I wrote the other day as I got out of the hot tub. What did the rapper say when he got out of the hot tub? Keep it warm 100, y'all. I sent that one to Cabana Crypto, and he was just like, you could like feel him just cringe through the internet. It was great. I love dad jokes. It's like the worse they are, the better they are. That's what I like about dad jokes. All right, well, shoot. I mean, is there anything else that I haven't covered? Like, follow us, jump into our into our Telegram.
You show us how to send to the pink
yeah.
You were gonna like show us how to send 1 million
I'll show you guys how to buy the PMW and send them to the Pink Miss Well. That is such a good idea. Yeah. Love it. I love it. All right. Freeze face. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And share screen. And so basically, my favorite place on earth to buy and sell, if this is what happens. Actually, I could just do it right here. I can do it from our website. So if you go to Mint Anti-Gravity, right here, you go to minting. If you don't have enough dark, it'll actually send you to Patea. So buy more. At first we had it on Go Pulse, but we realized people were getting a better deal at Pateas. So we sent it to Pateas, but unfortunately it doesn't load the contract address. Let's see if it'll.
Yes, sir. You just have to put in the contract, the ADDI, and then it will always be there. You might have to add it back at another time if you're on like another computer, or say you.
Yeah. See, I have it here, but it's already in the wallet. The dark is. PMW is not going to be here though. I bet.
If I just PMW, you'll have to add it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no results found. So what I'll do is I'll go to the Pink Miss Well here on Dex Screener. And like I said, it doesn't even show up in the search bar here. I mean, prove mom wrong. If you want to send prove mom wrong to Pink Miss Well, he might be confused and be like, I don't even know what we're proving to mom. Yeah, it's so weird. So weird. But I do have the pool. So this is an idea. You can go to clear this. You can go to our Telegram right here, t.me/anti-gravity saga. You just click on these pinned messages. Wait a second. Did I do that on here? Nope. Where did I put that? Did I pin it?
It's at the very bottom. You probably didn't pin it yet.
Yeah, I probably. No, it's not here. I bet you I messed up and I put it on the memes, or I put it on. On one of the other channels, like one of the other topics. Oh, and this is also from Elizabeth. Check this out.
Yeah, that's something different.
That is cute as hell. Check DM, awesome winner, general. Yeah, this is bananas. I typed that one. You guys saw me type that, right?
I
saw you type in my head.
I did, and you put the pool and you put the address to. It's so hard to say. Pink
Mist Whale.
It's so hard.
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue.
It sounds like PMS, but it's PMS.
That's one way to remember. Maybe I didn't hit enter. I do that sometimes. I write tweets and
yeah, you were having a problem with that, and you had to hit control something.
Yeah.
I have it set up so Telegram accepts enter key. You can change. At least for me, I could change it on my settings.
Yeah, Telegram. I thought I edited it. Let's just do this. We'll go back here to the pair. We'll copy the pair. we're going to put the pair in Telegram. Where are you at? Where are you at? There we go. Okay, so, and this is general. That's where we want it. Paste. There we go. Okay, cool.
And while you're doing that, we do have ST3V3 stash. She's saying, you know, also people can find it on pump.tires, but he's saying it's already launched, but it's still there nevertheless.
Yeah, so this one right there.
But
and
not
shout out to Steve
free.
Stash. He's the one that made our coins.
Mm-hmm.
He's a brilliant dude. He's a hell of a tradesman.
Cool.
Like when he showed me his whole minting process, and I was my head was swimming. I couldn't believe all the thought and the skills he's gathered over the decades. It's crazy. Okay, so that's the pair address, pair addy, and then I'm gonna put the Pink Mistwell contract address in there as well. Okay.
I'm going to say hi to Thoughtchild Rockwind. Walk Wild. I know that dude.
So there's the PMWCA. And then I think that's really all we need there, right? Oh, no, we need the Pink Mistwell's address. That's the other thing I put in there so people know who to send it to. So, wrong one. Where are you at? There he is, Pink Mistwell. So I'm going to copy this one, and I'll throw that in our Telegram as well.
Perfect.
Boom. Okay. PM. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Oh, I hit Control instead of Shift. PMW Addy to send token to. Okay, so you guys are all witnesses that I posted this and I pinned it. So if you go to the pinned messages, you can see these right here. And you can hear my dogs barking because someone just showed up. Let me shut my door real quick. Calm down.
I'm surprised my dog isn't barking back.
Hey, what are you guys doing? All right, good. No, my girls just got back from the cousins. They've been hanging out there all weekend. So anyways, here's all these right here. So if you just go to, if you click on Buy More Dark or go to Pateas, then you're going to click down right here, and then we're going to put the address. We're going to copy and paste this address from here. This is this contract address. So you just want to copy this bad boy.
The token address?
Uh-huh. So this is how you would buy Pink Mistwell.
I thought you did that already and it wasn't there yet. Maybe I couldn't see.
Well, like it's right here. So it's Pateas. So I have to go. No, it had my dark matter, but it didn't have Pink Mistwell.
Oh, there it is.
So here it is. I have to say, yes, I understand it's a very dangerous token and I could lose all my money. And we're let's see, how many pulls do I have in here? 91,000. It sounds like a lot, folks, but it is not a lot of money. Well, let's buy 1,000 tokens of it. 4 cents of it. 4 cents of pulse gives us 3,503 Pink Mistwell tokens. I would do more. I'm not being cheap. I just don't have pulse in this address. I have dragon in this address, thanks to.
But we would need a minimum of 1 million pulse to
correct.
send.
Correct. And I have, like I said, I help with the graduation with it. So I had like 200 million or something like that back in the day for a couple $1,000, and I sent 150 million to him myself. But either way, like this is just where you would buy 1 million, which would be I think around, let's see, 1 million on Pateas.
We determined it was almost like $13.
Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry. I'm doing it in Pulse instead of Pink Mistwell. So if I actually change this to, does it let you actually do this one?
The button in the center, just press that little button in the center there, in between each. Yeah.
Okay,
Now,
so we want 1,000,000 pink mist well. That's 100,000. So that's 1254. Then we're gonna swap it. When you swap it, it keeps the number up top. And so, anyways, 1,000,000 pulse right now is $45, but 1,000,000 pulse, $45 gives you 3,000,000 pink mist well tokens. So let's just change this, like I said, to $4 or 45 cents. We're gonna send 45 cents. We're gonna buy 45 cents of pink mist well.
so like you could do you could do eDye for $13, and that's going to give you about 1,000,000.
Okay.
PM.
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
Maybe. I mean, then we already know it's about $13. So I mean,
right. So
that's how I sometimes double check things, is use eDye.
That's smart. That's so much easier than what I've been doing. I'm gonna write that down.
He does everything.
You gotta get down here more often and give me tips and tricks. I am lost. Oh yeah, put in PDye or eDye. There we go. Okay, so we got a success. We got 35,000 pink mist well tokens in this wallet now. And so what we're gonna do is we'll go to Telegram again. And that's where we can find his address right there. It ends in 8090. We're going to copy that address. We're going to go to Rabby Babby. We're going to send. And then you just hit paste. And then I should add this to contracts, but this is a demo account, so I won't. So anyways, I can do this. It recognizes pink mist well on Rabby, which is something that I don't think would happen on Crappy Mask.
It wouldn't happen on MetaMask, but you could just easily add it right here with that little icon there, the MetaMask icon on the PTS. And then you would add it simply within.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, to your MetaMask. Like I've been, yeah, I mean, it's real, or to anything. I mean, I know that Rabby's better in that way where you wouldn't have to take that step, but
sure, but that's a good tip because Pateus did take care of us with MetaMask.
Correct.
And adding tokens. That is the best way to do it. I'm beginning to think I should be on your stream instead of you being on mine. So anyways, we're gonna sell all this, send all of this to there. Now this is not whitelisted. So you're gonna have to put in your password. And I don't keep a lot of money in this wallet just for the simple fact I do stuff like that. And then we're gonna hit send, and it's gonna be like 0.2 of a penny. We're gonna ignore the warning, and we're gonna sign, and we're gonna confirm. And now I just sent 45 cents of pink mist well to the pink mist well. And if we go over here to debank to his address right here, you can see that his amount of pink mist well 271.02. So we'll see the 002 change to like 37 when we refresh it. So we'll refresh it there, and boom, it's already there, 37,000. So that's how you would send it to the pink mist well. And you wouldn't have to DM me any information because I can just go to transactions, and you can see right here. No, that's the last one someone sent. So this hasn't updated yet, but when it updates, it'll show. It'll show that there it is.
Okay, good.
So right here, like I can click on this right here, and this I can see that I sent 35,000. And I come here, and then I just scroll down to the from address, and that's the demo address right here that I use on stream. So I can just click on, I know who's sending the pink mist well tokens. And based on your guys's, oh, hey, what's up, Hex T? Based on your guys's votes, apparently you guys can't get enough of that dark. So I will be sending 1 dark token for every 1,000,000 pink mist tokens you send there, and you better be fast because as soon as people actually start buying $15 at a time, it is going to increase the price.
Right. So people they need to send 1,000,000 PMWs.
Yeah, 1 million PMWs, and you'll get one dark matter token. And with that one dark matter token, you can mint one NFT and enter the J3 lotteries, which are at this point look like they're going to be so sick that you need to call a veterinarian.
Okay. I don't call veterinarians unless I have.
Good. All right, what's up going tonight, Hex T?
Oh, I just wanted to take an opportunity to say hello to Miss Lady Smo. It's good to hear your voice. You've been active this last weekend and caught up with you on a couple of streams. Appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, someone's got to teach these old dogs some new tricks.
Yeah. I'm just relaxing right now.
I love it. Steve Stash is basically telling me here, you talk smack about the boomers, but you don't even know these like simple things that Smo's pointing out.
I'm a boomer. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I just missed it. I'm not a boomer. I never was.
You're at the top
apparently I never will be. I mean, unless I'm a time traveler, huh?
Yeah. I'm an 80s baby myself, so
okay.
I'm one of those Generation X that experienced the world without the internet, but when the internet came out, we were still young enough to like just learn it, because you weren't going to screw anything up at the beginning of the internet. It was just weird chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah,
but, it was pretty easy when there were 6 web pages.
Yeah, 6. Who's going to need more than 6 web pages, right?
Yeah.
Before the .com boom, and then there was like, there were some dating sites and some interesting stuff like that going on.
Remember?
Smo's
got some stories.
Oh, remember the cursed word dial-up?
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
And
my first hack was AOL.
Yeah.
I had a fake AOL page.
Yeah. Did you guys go get the CD-ROMs from your neighbors when they mailed out all the CD-ROMs with like 500 free hours of internet?
No, we weren't that poor.
we were. I grew up with
jobs back then.
my parents had 7 kids. If we wanted something, we were doing newspapers and lawnmowers to earn it.
Well, you were just younger than me. I was like in my 30s by that time.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was just having a blast,
Yeah.
You were
Crypto Cat says Netscape.
Parents' basement.
Yeah. Bing, bing, bing. You have mail. Yeah, the Stables trick is legit. So Thothschild, he's in it. He's holding that up. Francis Powell, so good to see you, my friend. Hello all. And y'all co-streaming. Gotcha. Oh, I see how it is, Thothschild. You'll jump on Smo's stream, but not mine. I'm just kidding, man. Like, if you guys want to see the greatest creation on the internet, I hope it's still up. You go to Rags to Riches channel, and he has a stream with Thothschild and Thothschild. Help me out here. It was Thothschild and it wasn't Hexbola. It was another one of the characters. And what's that?
Eco Builder?
No. Much crazier than Eco Builder.
Oh, would it be Richard's brother?
No, it wasn't Richard's brother. Like, I know that Thothschild knows what I'm talking about. But it was Thothschild and
Schuler.
No, it's the guy that blocks everyone every month and then like follows them back the next month and blocks everyone each month. I mean, Thothschild does that too. But it was oh my gosh, my brain's gonna explode. Anyway, go there and just look at it. And all Rags did was like present an image and let them respond to it. And it is the craziest 2 hours of stream, and it's insane. It's bananas. It's bananas. I will figure it out, and I'll type it in Telegram tonight. But I was at a Burning Man festival, and I couldn't leave the trailer because I was so enthralled with what Thothschild and Oh, I can see his profile picture. He's got
Oh,
like
it
a
wouldn't
hat.
be. It wouldn't.
He's got like a hat and it's red. Come
Oh.
on. He has some of the most insane tweets. Anyways, I apologize for not knowing what I'm freaking out about. But
Friends with Crypto Kool-Aid?
not Crypto Kool-Aid. No.
Who's
No,
he hanging with?
Crypto Kool-Aid is a different kind of a
I
ride.
know. I love him.
Oh my gosh. It was Rothschild stream that I popped my Hexagon streaming cherry. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, Rothschild, and I'll think about I'll put it in the chat. It's just wild. Absolutely wild. Says find not gold key, not gold key. Maybe that was the one you listened to. Find it and pump out tires under launch. See, like you guys should be streaming.
Partner, that one guy, that one dude, the Maximus guy, you know.
Pulse Ray Vision. What's up? No, it wasn't Gold Key or Dip Catcher. It was, oh my gosh. Whatever. I will remember it. I will put it in. Oh wow, how long has this sister been streaming? Love it. Someone will probably put it in chat, but it's, geez Louise, I think they blocked me again. But I'll put it in Telegram for sure. And I'll find like the stream link, and I'll put the YouTube link of it if it's still up.
Yeah, that was some time ago. That was probably 7 months ago. You
will. This was like a year ago, I think. Like you will end up on a government watch list if your IP like clicks on. That's the way it is with Rags. Like I used to joke with Rags. I'm like, whenever I feel like I'm not on enough government watch lists, I just stream about you or jump in your stream and talking all that brouhaha about freedom.
Gotta raise those red flags. Max, when was your first trip out to Burning Man?
When was my first what?
Trip out to Burning Man.
The first trip out to Burning Man was 3 years ago. So it would have been September because it's right around Labor Day, 2022. I think it was 2022.
That must have been just out of this world experience.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. Like during COVID, why did I say the word? Anyways, during that craziness, Burning Man just didn't have a festival for 3 years. Now they accepted millions and millions and millions of dollars of aid from the government, but they didn't have any, events. And so the last year of it, the year before that, which would have been 20 or 21, all the burners were like, screw it, we're just going to go out and do our own Burning Man. And they called it Renegade. And so we went out there, and by the Saturday night, there was easily 10,000 people there. There was a huge drone show in the sky. There were people giving out like grilled cheese, and someone bought like 5,000 In-N-Out burgers and brought them out there and handed them out. It was real Burning Man. Like it was almost like going back in time to like the first Burning Man, where before they got the organization and all the security and tickets and BS. It was magical, but I actually had to go back to truck driving. Like I took time off and went to that, and then I had to finish going back to truck driving after that. And it kind of broke. No, actually that was right after I got out of truck driving, because I got buddies that are like, you've got to come to this festival. And I'm like, I can't experience something that fun and cool and then go back to a wage slave job. It'll break me. And so I literally like put them off for a decade until I could go there and not have to return to the normal world, So no, it wasn't Crypto 7. Oh, jeez. Anyway. Shout out to Steve Stash. This is one of the best ways I can explain dark matter. Here we have a blank silver coin, right? It's just blank right there. It's got fingerprints on it, but that's it right there. That's just a blank silver coin. This is like dark matter. It has value because it's silver, and people use silver for jewelry and medical devices, electronics, right? So silver has a value just by being useful.
Yeah, spot price is about $32.50 today.
Holy cow!
I know.
So once you mint your fuel cell into an NFT, it's like when it gets stamped in the press, right? Now it's unique, and there's only it's limited and scarce because there's only so many that are minted in each of the 33 journeys. So basically, when you take dark matter and you mint a fuel cell, you're giving it a specific value, right? So if we had like a date or a year stamped on here, then it would be a limited edition, right? And basically that's what you're doing. Now, when you turn it into an NFT, it gets you into the 3 lottery drawings of that journey. And whether it wins or not, it turns into a piggy bank. And your piggy bank gets the dark dropped into it every 45 days. Sometimes it's just a shaving, sometimes it's more. But for now, it's just a little shaving that gets in there every 45 days. And what it's going to happen is the treasury is going to swell, and then it's going to deplete over time. And so, but it'll always pay you this basically forever. Like at some point, it might not even be worth the fee to scrape, depending on the price of Pulse, but it's going to pay that forever until you break that. And the only way to get the dark matter out of the piggy bank or the NFT is to vaporize it and destroy it forever. And once it's destroyed forever, your shavings go into other people's piggy banks who didn't vaporize their fuel cell. I wish I knew magic tricks and I could just pull this out of Hex T's ear or something. Be like, was this in your ear? Is this your card? So thank you very much, Steve Stash. Like we have the copper ones here. These are actually blank on one side too, but the other ones that we have that we've been given out at Panama and other places, they have the AG logo on the other side. But just absolutely like some of the coolest stuff that I've seen. Very, very cool. Thank you. Thank you very much, Steve, for being part of the community. In fact, a lot of people have been reaching out and trying to hit up Steve to make their coins, and I don't think he wants to. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Santa Claus. Yep, it was Santa Claus. No, it wasn't Santa Claus. Hey, Thothchild Rockwin. Yeah, he's saying hi. It's gonna be like a rodent 9 and an electrical cord until I can think of who the heck that was. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when I tell you guys, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's insane. That I was waiting for the universe to implode when those two were having a conversation. Oh my gosh. Thothchild, if you're listening, who in the heck was it that you had that interview with on Rags to Riches channel that was just it's very unique. I'll put it that way. It's very, very unique.
Was it the European dude?
No, he didn't. No, he's. I think he lives down in like Louisiana or something. He lives like by some train tracks or something weird. Like he always had these insane stories. Maybe that's Thothchild I'm thinking of, but there's another one that just had the craziest stories, absolutely nuts. And we used to stream with him and stuff. I'll put it in the Telegram tonight. Trap G. It was Trap G. Trap. But yeah, it was Trap Gravity. Trap Gravity and Thothchild went the rounds for, I think it's like 2 hours. And it's one of the most fascinating things I've ever listened to. Trap Gravity. See, Mix AJA Soul knows. Throw the link in if you can find the link, but that was something that we'll never see again, I don't think.
I guess it's definitely worth the price of admission then, the way you're talking it up.
Yeah, it's definitely worth sitting through a couple of YouTube ads. I'll tell you that. It is entertaining as hell. But then again, as unique and bizarre as Trap Gravity and Thothchild are in the way that they think and the way they do things, there's a lot of some really deep stuff that they hint at, they talk about. That's it's fascinating. But I digress. That's
sounds like a song, like a music song. Easily anyone could make that into a nice classic right there.
yes. Yeah. Well, I was listening to the Shit Show's music podcast stream. Was that earlier today?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Smo was there.
Yeah, Smo was there, and it was really, really good. This just in: Trap Gravity marries Dorothy after chasing the hurricane. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, just bananas. Now that I've got XT, I didn't get to ask you the other night when I was talking, and I want Smo's take on this too. I asked Crispy Man and John Crypto Compassion, what effect does that evil address scrape have on your plans now for Dark Matter?
Well, I'll go first if you don't mind, Smo. I need some DCA money right now. I mean, I'm good. Max, I got scammed a couple of times.
Yeah.
Building my bags and pulse chains. So that's my fault. I take full accountability for it. Water under the bridge. But I finally am able to have my wife kind of listen in to our streams and kind of looking at the wallet, seeing it go up, see it go down. But to get to the point, could I go out and put another $1,000 in? Yes. Would it be smart? No. But I'm about ready to get my allowance from my better half. Probably another $150 in the next couple of weeks, and I will definitely. What's the price of Dark right now? Is it still mid-20s, or did we drop again?
No, we're down like at $15.
Yep, but I got those
14.78.
But I got those juicy 5 J2s that are eligible for this big payout.
Mm-hmm.
Scraping at $1.07 a time and seeing that number go up. I'll probably, and I haven't had a chance. I need another 400,000 Pink Mist Weld to pay my homage, which I'm looking to do. But I'm going to be so happy, even if I don't win. Believe it or not, I'm praying I do, because I'd really like to just post it all over social that, hey, look at even this old dude can get lucky once in a while. I'm scraping not just for my benefit, but just for the benefit of the project. How fun it's going to be to see 13, 14, 15 maybe darks, and then we get a pump. That I'm hoping that the winners that are just trying to recover and just trying to learn the value of being patient. I hope we get some positive feedback that, wow, this little icing on the cake really, really changed my mind about not just crypto, but what a crypto community can do to celebrate, our victories and wrap our arms around, when things go south. I can't believe that someone would finance this, but B, the potential for a week, maybe 2 weeks, to just draw eyes to the project. I'm praying that someone that really needs some help and really needs a win, gets on there and lets us know as a community that this is different. This isn't just a game. It goes beyond tangible material. It gets into that realm of really collectively bringing people all over crypto, and even new crypto entrepreneurs, or the term it's eluding me now, but I'm excited. I'm excited to celebrate the joy that this next drawing could bring to a lot of people. It's exciting.
Awesome. I'm glad we had that had a positive effect on you, whether you win or not. That's very that's a very noble way to look at it, especially in crypto. Yeah, thanks. Smo, what were you thinking when you're like, okay, so we can roll this lottery, possibly just continue rolling it and continually taking, I mean, granted, the evil address is got this huge advantage, but we can continue like giving people a chance of it spilling over into someone who's minted 1, 2, or 3 fuel cells. Oh, hey, real video.
No,
Hey,
Wrong button.
I pressed the wrong button.
we love you, Smo.
We love you, Smo.
Okay, so yeah, that was a hard one there for me because I am in bed, as you could see, and it's like
No, you
I
look
ate a lot of
comfy.
chocolate today. I mean, I really did fill up myself with some good dark chocolate, of course, but I eat it
Yeah.
every day. I don't go a day without it, but I did 3 times what I usually do. But I just feel really sorry for those people that use like Robinhood and Coinbase, and they don't really get out and discover new things and new territories and places where, we have these mystery boxes. And at the very of all this going on, there's a car, there's an automobile that people can win. And you never know, maybe you might have a hood on it that's like a NFT, like
Yeah,
that
that'd
somebody
be sick.
like maybe like anybody had actually created the art that's on the hood of the car, like you guys were talking last night. It was really good. I'm not even done listening to last night's. So I'm just saying, for those people out there that are no corners, if there is one, you're missing out if you're not getting started. And all you got to do is DCA, just like Hex T. Armstrong said, DCA into dark and find your way and learn, and we'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very thoughtful. That you're thinking about people that only know crypto for its gambling or speculative aspects that people know about, like get rich quick, double, front run people, get in first, get out first. Yeah, it's too bad that they haven't experienced something like Hex or Dark or PTGC. You know what I mean? And be like, wow, that you can program money to do cool things. Kate Feger says, God bless you, Hex T. Armstrong. God bless you, Kate Feger.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
The good thing is airdroppers can't win. This one you had to mint. That's really interesting. Like, granted, if they did take their 2 tokens or 10 tokens, whatever they got, and they did mint, then they would be winning another almost 15 tokens. It's like 14.91 is what the 1,945 winners are going to get each. And then, like I said, most of that half of that's probably going to go to the evil address based on the law of averages, and can be rolled into the first lottery of Journey 3. So, like I said earlier, yeah, because right now, without whales and without participation, there's going to be about 1,000 tokens in the first drawing just from the evil address alone, not from anyone else participating. But now we could be rolling 14,000, 15,000 on top of that payout, and incentivize as many people that haven't heard of the project or hear about it and have dark and they don't know what to do. We're really, giving people that carrot to practice delayed gratification and, mint that piece of silver into a piggy bank. Who knows?
Yeah, and Max, a couple things. I mentioned spot price, $32.50. That's a pretty good price. But remember, that spot price could be $18 in 2 months. But when we use the analogy of the NFT, yeah, that token's going to go up. That dark matter is going to go down. But that NFT is going to be drip, 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 growing, like you said, until wherever this journey, this odyssey that we're all on. So, talk about an appreciating asset for something to really think about.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of challenges the way you think about value and energy. Energy is something that I know you understand, where like you can create energy, and usually if there's a place for the energy to go, it's going to go there. Just like air pressure or water, it's going to find the path of least resistance, right?
Nature abhors a vacuum. Something will be sucked into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a word for that, like observing. When you're observing, that's where there's like a technical word for it, where they shoot those balls and then it goes into those holes. But it's supposed to go.
The double slit experiment.
I think that's it. Yeah. That's
where energy changes based on whether it's being focused on or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the observation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the observer is affecting everything that they're observing.
Correct. And that's all anybody needs to know. No, just kidding.
Well, no, it's we said this on last night's stream. Like, attention is the most scarce resource right now. It's not food, it's not time, it's not water, it's not money, it's attention. We as human beings have built up, like, covered our needs, our basic hierarchy of needs. We've covered most of those. Most people have. And it's really attention that everyone's trying to get these days, and they use dopamine to get that attention. So if we can get someone's attention with their dopamine receptors in their brain, and they stick around long enough to find out that there's value in sticking to something and joining a community, then we can change people's view on a lot of other things, I think.
That's so good. It's not even deep, really. I mean, you would think it's deep, but it's not, because it makes so much sense, that everyone understands,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think the other thing that we thought of was, it's a lot easier to practice delayed gratification if you get a little, like a scratch. If you can scratch that itch just a little bit, let's say you win the lottery and you just go dump those tokens and get $200 or $300 in your account, and you can say, "Hey, honey, see, it's real." Like, if you can do that, it's a lot easier to keep your hands off the vaporize button, because you've got just a little bit of that satisfaction of what you're going for with the dopamine hit. And so for people that, mint as many as they can, they're 1 in 20 chance is pretty good. It's
real Hexicans are already practiced that. So it's easy for them to even understand now. Before I became a Hexican, I was already staking. I mean, I staked Link before Link had a user interface. So, yeah. So, I
didn't even know you could stake Link.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Link, or was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyways, Chainlink. So what I'm trying to say here is that, the Hexicans already know what that's all about. So they've already been practicing, and the feeling that they get when they're, walking in that way, they want more of it, because it's a beautiful feeling to have. It's just like, if you're like, say you met someone, there's so much treasure in that someone that you met, that maybe you want to meet them more. And that's you're waiting to learn more from them, but you don't want to push too hard, or, maybe, it's just somebody you're like so totally in, just things like that, right? Like, I don't know, just like we were talking about, I think it was us that were talking about addictions and stuff like that. Because one thing Hex did for me is, a lot of my addictions are gone. And that's just because of what because my T-share is being staked out that long. And that word that you're using there, those 2 words that you use that are just so important is, what are those words? Patiently waiting, or what is the word?
Delayed gratification.
Yeah, delayed gratification. Too much chocolate. It's really cool. Think about delayed gratification for so many different things that it really works for you. And that's what this is, and it's just another layer now on top of my, my 555s, my cuatro cincos,
Ocho Cinco, baby. Yeah, it changes the way, but then like when you share that with a community and you hit that feeling of belonging, not being alone.
Correct.
And then when we're persecuted, to use a somewhat religious term, and we fight those battles together, there's that trauma bonding. You know what I mean? Like we have all trauma bonded over the SEC, the Interpol, just a whole bunch of stuff just raining down on our head constantly. It's made us stick together a lot tighter. Sometimes it breaks us apart, but usually when the bull run comes around, it's like a family reunion where everyone kind of like gets along a lot better.
Like we're trauma bonding with Rackham or Rectum or whatever, if it's even him.
I just want to kind of redirect this to, sir. We've got 3 people here that could trade war stories, and those are good. They're I hope that anybody listening here, I don't care what age group, I don't care if you're 14 and you're listening to some warriors talk about scars, or your 20s, 30s, 40s. Every generation brings something to the table. Some of my best days at work, even when I became accomplished, maybe I was confident in my trade craft, it was so refreshing to get a young or even someone older than me. I've actually had apprentices that electrical trade was their second or third job, 20-year vets on retirement, bored, just wanting to get out of the house and do something constructive. But the perspective of what we call the new eyes onto anything is where a lot of growth happens. I heard the term Bitcoin, I laughed it off because I didn't understand Bitcoin. I understand mutual funds. I understand compound interest. I understand the value of real estate because that's the world I live in. It's the world I created. It's the world I built. But I didn't, no one really taught me other than balancing a paycheck. And I had great parents. I had great grandparents that helped raise me. So I learned the value of saving young, but it's so hard to do in this day and age. And let me just put this in perspective. So I went to Boeing. I left the tools. I went to Boeing. Did everything I really wanted with the company. God opened some doors for me because I was. I started. February. Was it February? It was 2013 or anyway. So I'd only had to, at that point in time, almost 20 years in electrical trade. I was journeyed out. I had plenty of work, and back in 2013, as a commercial wireman, I was knocking down easily 89,000 with overtime, almost cracking 100,000. But I got bored. It kind of got monotonous. So then, I always thought, man, I need to try this maintenance because there's been this persona about Boeing. You go to Boeing and it's out of this world, and it is. It is completely. There's no connection to reality if you're not part of the Boeing family. If you've had family members or a good friend that's been in aerospace, even a third tier contractor working for the Boeing company, aerospace is a community unto itself. Now I'm going to land a plane. So I spent there 5 years, had a lot of fun, did everything I wanted, had the keys to the kingdom. I was the guy that could keep the lights on. And I also shut them off one time, but that's a different story. But then I went back to the tools. I left. I went back to the tools for a while, and I was on a school project that was struggling, and I had 3 just stud electrical apprentices, and they were all in their mid-20s. And it took me a while, because I'm the new guy, even though I come in, I'm the journeyman. But these, they kind of talk amongst themselves, and then I break the ice, and all of these guys are living with 3 other roommates or their girlfriend and the girlfriend's brother. And I realized, oh my gosh, just how out of reach financial freedom is. However, so I'm not in crypto. Then I get in the trucker strike. I get caught up in that FCT. Because I really, at that time, it wasn't about me. It was just, could I learn how to do it? My whole goal was, could I buy this crap on my phone, and could I actually send it to somebody? And I learned how to do it. It was cool. It was a skill. It was a challenge. I wasn't there to make any money or whatnot. But then along comes Pulsechain, and I saw the ability to roll back cryptocurrency to get in at the bottom, which is where you've got to do no matter what you invested. You've got to enter somehow, whether it's a $10 a week or it's $100 a paycheck, whatever. It's all different, and that target moves as you're blessed with some extra money, or it moves down. When you got other competing expenses in your life. But I saw this here as, wait a minute. Okay, I've got a chance to roll back the EVM machine. I don't have to try to go in and leverage a bunch of capital on something I barely even know about. And so that December, I think, is the first time, I can't even remember, but it's the first time I listened to RH on a stream that it was entertaining. I knew exactly what his shtick was. I knew I could look right into his eyes and understand exactly what he was trying to do. He was trying to do everything he could to reach as many people, just to capture that attention. You hit it, that attention. And his tone, his comedy, his shtick, and his seriousness, and his antics. What he's doing is he's pouring his life through this medium of social media to capture attention. And it was the first time that I didn't think I was being sold anything. I thought I was being educated about a product. And that's what got me excited again about crypto.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, because like a lot of us, Hexray Chick, your shirt is awesome. Thanks, Hexray Chick. A lot of people, us that have been in crypto for a while, we forget the learning curve, right? Just like you forget the learning curve of your trade until a new kid comes on site, a greenhorn, a worm, whatever you want to call them in your industry, and they like ask these what stuff that you take for granted, stuff that's intuitive at this point for you, like a second nature. They ask a question and you're like, oh, well, yeah, sorry, I didn't even think about that step. I didn't even think about explaining the wallet or explaining security and how this works or whatever. We take it for granted because we went through that, learning that part of the language, so to speak. And so to hear your conversion of like, and if for people that don't know, the FTC, is it FTC?
Yeah, Freedom Token Coin.
Freedom Token Coin.
Yeah, and then it went to the Go Freedom. They tried to relaunch it and try to get it back off the ground in the Go Freedom. And I've got both. I just like the fork on EVM. I've got both copies of both coins. They're worthless, but I still have them in my MetaMask wallet.
But that goes back to Richard Hart talking about getting rid of middlemen, how middlemen are for the most part a drain on the energy and a drain on the system. And the banks shut off the donations people were sending into the truckers that were, protesting all the crap that was being shoved down their throat. And so they started using Bitcoin and other coins to fund the truckers and cut out the middleman and do it with no permissions, right?
Well, it was even a shame that GoFundMe, not GoFundMe. What's the Christian? Was it GoFund? No, there's another one that was an actual Christian-based crowd sharing fund, and they got scared, and even though they were funding them all the way to when the convoy was converted into Ottawa, and then when they got to Ottawa, someone pulled enough lever. What's the name of that organization? It's a great organization. It's not GoFundMe. I'll think about it. But yeah, I mean, they completely cut off everything. And I don't know if you watched any of the videos, but what's his name? Let's go, let's go, let's go. What's his name? But they would do the videos where they had the jerry cans and they were empty, but they were crisscrossing through the stream, and which ones were full, which ones were empty, because that's what they had to do. They had to resort to so much high school antics to try to beat the state at their own game, and for the most part, they were really, really successful because they believed in the cause.
Yeah, it's one of those times where crypto shines, and people realize the need for this technology to be used if we want to keep our freedoms. You know, so I just wanted to give people the background on that if they hadn't heard of that. Patrick, so it's settled. 1 million Pulse Pink Mist Well tokens sent to 8090 gets you 1 dark. Yes. It is. I didn't want to do. I love giving away fuel cells because they're delayed gratification, right? Like if you dump a fuel cell, it's really not going to hurt the price. But dark, yeah, because most of the people that are sending sending PMW to the Pink Mist Well to say thanks, a lot of them are addicted to minting. So I guess like I said, it's I'll agree to that. So I'll go back and I will send 1 dark matter for every 1 million Pink Mist Well tokens that you send to the Pink Mist Well address, and those are all in our Telegram. If you guys have any questions, and you don't accidentally send the prove mom wrong to to him. So that's good. Yeah, Pink Mist Well logo is now on DeBank. Awesome. I actually haven't seen this. I actually haven't been this enthusiastic about an asset set. Hex and AG project is even more fun. RH disciplined me to become a holder. I will always be grateful for him for that, not just Hex. Yeah, I agree. Thank you very much. So it's settled. And I think someone that hit me up in my DMs had already sent 20 million PMW to the Pink Mist Well when the price was really low. So they just got a hell of a deal on some dark. But then again, they're probably going to mint so. And even if you buy an air fryer, we still love you. Crypto is about freedom. And once you send someone a token, it's none of your business what you do with it after that.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
What if I, since we're in the art of the deal, and we're in here where we're all friends and whatnot. Oh, and I got one other question too. Do you realize you're the first person that ever followed me? And I wonder if you can remember hitting that button. What was it about my persona out of the blue that decided for you to hit that follow button?
Your name's Hex T. Armstrong.
Well, yeah, but I came up that
got your foot in the door right away.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned something about freedom. I'm sure it was freedom based. And I was like, yep, he's on our team. This is our guy. I'm pretty sure that's most likely. And did I tweet out thank you for the follow as well? Yes. I try to do that to people that I align with. I might follow someone back because they got a big audience, but if they're being crap in their feed, I won't give them a shout out. But if they're one of our community and I'm following you, I'll almost always tweet, thank you for the follow. So
that I had a little leg up. So my given name is Jason H.T. Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And everyone always asks me, well, what's the H.T. stand for?
Yeah.
And I tell them, H.T. unless you really want to hear the story. But there is a story behind how I ended up with 2 initials. But, I saw all these creative handles, but I wanted to come up with a handle that was easy, but was also personal. So Hex T comes from my middle name. My middle initial is HT.
Awesome. Also, so it worked just fine for you.
What's that?
It worked out just fine for you having those initials.
Well, yeah. That now I know why I got stuck with the two initials. They actually it actually came to some sort of positive outcome.
Yeah. And I liked X-ray vision, Hex-ray vision. It just sounded cool to me. Anyways, I thought Hex-ray vision in the girls' locker room was hilarious. Like I thought that I was rolling on the ground laughing, and thank God for my wife, because she was like, drop the end of that. Just do Hex-ray vision. Don't do Hex-ray vision in the girls' locker room. That's so sophomoric. And I'm really glad I listened to her, mostly because it saved me a ton of money on printing, first of all. And that's it's like Hexiest Man in the World. That is a long handle.
Yes.
Right. So anyways, shout out to Hex-ray Chick.
Yeah. Going back to the art of the deal. What if I sent, is it the 8090 address?
Mm-hmm.
What if I sent him a dark? Could I get a J1 fuel cell? Just for posterity.
So
just floating that out there. Just floating that out there.
Yeah. If you send a dark fuel cell to 8090, I'll send you a J1 fuel cell.
Okay, you got it, brother. You got it. I'll send that tonight.
All right, I'm writing all this shit down. So I will forget it.
Yeah, write it down.
One dark matter to Pink Miss Well equals one J1 fuel cell.
Okay, here's some alpha. So that just came up, and I'm comfortable with my brother Max and Lady Smo, everybody. I'm comfortable with just having these conversations because Max could shut me down, and I'd still love him because he's my brother. And but I'm sitting on I'd say at least 5 darks at 1250. I scooped them up, hint, nod, wink, wink. So trading 12.5 USD for a J1 rookie card. Now that's a deal I can get behind.
Yeah, because I've mentioned this on stream before, but when we were working with our programmers and our devs, they said, "Hey, we have a serious problem." And I was like, "Whoa, what's going on? What is it?" They said, "Well, we did the math. We did the math on the evil address, and if people mint in Journey 1, they only end up with like 2.8 or 2 to 3 dark." And I was like, "That's amazing." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, there's a fixed supply of this, right? Like if we squeeze the balloon, like we want to squeeze the balloon, can you imagine giving up 1 Bitcoin and then getting 3 back a decade later? Or even 4 years later? 4 years later, you get 3 back? Are you going to be mad that on the next cycle you have 3 times as many Bitcoin? No, you're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, I got 3 Bitcoin. I gave up 1 for 3. Like easy math." Randy Larsky put it so well. I didn't even think about this. He goes, "Listen, this is like a 4-year project. This is long term. If I give up 1 dark matter right now, and in a year or 2 or 3, I get 1.5 back, and the price just stays the same. That's a 50% return on my money." He's like, "Do you know how hard people work for a 50% return on their money?" And I thought, wow, what a great way to under promise and undersell, like just the simple math of it. And so, yeah, I like the way you're thinking because you are, yeah.
Now I put some thought into that just because I wanted to make sure I could nudge you a little bit in the right direction because you said something key. Giving tokens, great, and this is not financial advice, and you have the right to do with your property. You have the freedom to do. But remember what we're trying to do here, kids, and myself included. I'm just an older kid. We're trying to teach the value of your future self and financial freedom. That's the goal. Just remember, that's the goal. And if Max, and I take him at his word, he'll send me that J1 rookie card. Now I've got another fuel cell, but I've got one of the original. I came to the party too late. In fact, ironically, two of my 5 mints say J1 on it, but they're obviously J2. I've got the astronaut. I got that poster right back there. Yeah. You know, but to actually get one to show up with that J1 dark matter AG gravity rookie card, to me, that would be worth everything I've invested so far. And I haven't really invested anything because I'm passionate about this. And, you know, you hit me up in Telegram, Max, and getting to know each other. It's first, like, I want to respect his privacy. You know, I don't want to be like I'm riding his coattails. I don't want to be a first follower or a friend with a first mover, but I needed to get to a first mover just to educate myself. And Max, I can't, you and Crypto Compassion and Don and, you know, just even Crispy Man, you know, I put some things in chat thinking, oh, you know, maybe this is a question that I'm really asking for someone that is afraid to ask. And the response I get is not like, well, that was dumb. You know, that was that's so, you know, last year. It's the fact that they'll stop and actually mull over a possible good point, or maybe a fundamental point that needs more thought. And I appreciate that about this whole community.
Yeah, that is a really good point about not just obviously anti-gravity, but the larger pulse chain community. Like, yeah, there's some wild, crazy, rude people, just like anywhere, but the majority of people, like, if they know you're asking a question and you want to know, they're more than happy to take time out of their stream or their day and answer it in Telegram. Like, most of the questions in Telegram, I don't answer anymore. I started off answering all of the questions, and then Red Squirrel got in there, and now you're in there, and Don's in there, Patrick's in there. Patrick was asking a lot of questions at the beginning too, like a lot of questions, and I was just happy to have them and happy to answer them, because I'm sure 50 or 100 other people have the same question, right? And so now, like, by the time I check the message on my phone or my laptop, someone else has already gone in and usually done a better job explaining it than I do. Like a more simple and direct way of answering questions than me and Don, because we're in the forest, right? We're deep in the forest, and we're like, we have a hard time just speaking English at this point.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say good night and I love you, everybody. I'm gonna hop on my dedicated crypto machine. Another tip that does not have Telegram, that does not have social media. I'm gonna go ahead and send that dark over to my Patreon, Mr. Pink Mist Well.
So when I started my channel, I would go to Best Buy or the electronic stores, and I would say, what's your cheapest laptop? And there was usually something like this, like an old Dell, or I got an Asus here, and they'd sell these for like $100 to $150. And I would say, what if I buy 10 or 20 of them? Like, how many do you got in stock? And they'd look it up, and they'd be like, oh, we got like 10 or 15. And I say, I'll take them all.
Yeah.
I'll take them all. Yep. And when people, you know, I won't name names, but when people take time out of their life to really come and try to learn this new technology, I just give these away. I just say, hey, I know you've already got a laptop. I know you've already got a phone. Trust me, there's so much shit on that thing. You do not want to try it. When people say I got this on my phone, it gives me cold chills, because I've just seen so many people lose tens of thousands and millions of dollars through SIM swaps or other things, or exchanges. Exchanges are usually where people lose all their money. And so I tell them, look, I'm going to give you this. just promise me you're not going to use it for anything but crypto. Like, yeah, you can hook up like a anonymous email or something to it, like Proton. Like, go ahead and do that, and give them minimal personal information on it, and just use it for just crypto. And because it was given for that purpose, they almost all of them, as far as I know, just use it for that. And it makes me feel a lot better. Now, granted, there's a hardware wallet and other things you can go to, but just starting with just a clean laptop does a huge thumbs up. And what does your shirt say? Everyone's looking at, yeah. Oh, may the luck be with you. Wow. And you know that Lux is what the parts of dark matter are called, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Luck and Luxite. So
yes.
So anyways, like
Yoda, that's Yoda in the center there, huh?
Yeah.
I love Yoda.
So
all right. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna keep my word because I'm a man of my word. I've learned the value of that too. Your word is my word is my bond. You know, that's cliche, but I tell you what, that's the real true currency right there.
wow, I couldn't have put it better. It's totally agree.
Yeah,
I was
love you
going to
guys.
that a half hour ago. Then Hex T started talking, and I'm hooked. That's what we'll get you. We'll get you one way or another, Cabe. In fact, I'm going to end this show by playing the Evil Address song and the Evil Address video. If someone wants to follow you on Twitter, it's at Hex T Armstrong. Correct?
No, I'm not. It's Jason something. But if you just search like on Google or whatever, Opera, Hex T Armstrong, you'll see my Jason 587385541. It'll be tied to that Hex T Armstrong moniker.
Yeah, and we can find you in our Telegram group as well.
Put it in the chat room. Hex T Armstrong. Put in your handle.
Yeah, type your handle into the comments, and you can also find them on our Telegram, right, under Hex T Armstrong.
Yeah. On YouTube, in fact, on YouTube, it won't be the Twitter, but even if you just search Hex T Armstrong on Twitter, I'll come up, and you'll see Pulseways follow me. I've got Red follow me. Wilhelm, you know you've made it when Von Grutzen has followed you. I even got a Prairie Banana follow this weekend. Can you dig that?
Oh my gosh. Oh, he hasn't shown it. Well, I like I said, I think it's like 2 a.m. where Red Squirrel is, because that's the only time he sleeps. I swear he gets up like a dairy farmer at like 4 or 5 in the morning, wherever he's at, and then like he's there like it's weird like hours. Sometimes earlier in the day he'll be like, finally you're streaming at a decent hour. And I'll be like, well, that's just because everything went well. Like you can tell how good my day is going by what time I stream. If I stream at like 9 or 10, my day, I'm kicking ass. I've already been to the gym. I've already taken care of some stuff, and everything's smooth. If I'm streaming now, there's something going on, and I'm like trying to put out fires and fix stuff, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to stream. I've got to talk to my community. I gotta be here.
I got to put a disclaimer. I do not know the inner workings behind crypto. I don't know the chefs cooking up some of this great, these fantastic projects. But it's sure been fun to meet them and interact with them, and realize that at the end of the day, it gets just down to locking arms and building a community around a common interest like crypto.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's great. Going great. And then of course, Smo Spider is everywhere. She's not as I don't even know what to call it. I call Red Squirrel the Holy Spirit. He's everywhere and he's nowhere at once. He's just omniscient. Right, and I would say that Smo Spider.
Just a second. Hold on.
Wait a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Are you just throwing your handle in chat?
Well, now in X, how do I see messages? Because I want to copy the CA for Pink Miss Well, but I think I can get it off of Gecko Terminal, right?
You might be able to.
Yeah, because I'm holding tokens, so it should bring up the.
If you
Oh no,
to,
I need the address.
Yeah, if you go to tires.pump.
Yeah. Okay.
That one is, you can see where it graduated.
Yes.
You can sort by graduated or funding or whatever.
No,
just in our Telegram. We had it in our Telegram.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna have to email it over to me.
Yeah.
But I can't see the.
You can't see the Pink Miss Well contact.
No, address? I can't see the text. I can't see the chat.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm actually on YouTube, but that's okay. I'll get it figured out. Go ahead and get the outro.
If you don't, then just put it up and Telegram will help you.
Okay.
Brightlight says red squirrel is omni squirrel. LOL. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I like that. But Smo Spider is a close second to red squirrel. She's everywhere. She's all over. I love this. Kate Figor. Oh, I'm so used to screen sharing. I'm thinking you guys are seeing everything that I'm seeing. But anyways, Smo Spider is a big part of the King Pui Queen Pui project. And so check her out there on stream and in comments everywhere. Follow her I think you're at Smo Spider just about everywhere, aren't you?
Actually, yeah, everywhere. I am Smo Spider everywhere, even places you'd never know.
Interesting. We'll get into that another time, but I am going to present my screen here, and we're going to go find that video from Red Squirrel and Kate Figor and a bunch of other cool people. And we're going to go outro on the evil address right here. Let's see here. Submissions for art. I think it's under submissions for art. It might be under memes, but whoa.
What are those? My gosh. Who did those?
B. I'm not sure who B is, but B is dropping some bright light. This is Ray.
Oh,
Ray's dropping some sick art. Whoa.
Way to go.
Red Ray we're loving that.
Bright light. That's Red Ray 57. He does Wednesday evenings. YouTube in the United States, it's around, I think, 9 p.m. But he has a really great stream as well. Wow, that's good, Bright Light, if he's here still.
Yeah, for sure. And again, Cape was laughing. He's like, it's right here. He says it's Zephyr's video. So it is Zephyr's video, and Zephyr did a lot of this, but I know that some of this art was from Red Squirrel, and some of it was from Smo. And actually, Aaron Spencer as well did that. So here we go, kids. We're gonna play this.
Hey, Max, can you drop the 8090 address in the chat so I can grab it off YouTube?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's right here.
Please and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So here's copied, and I'll put this in the chat right here. Boom.
That's Armstrong.
Hey,
he's
thanks, guys.
The blockchain tonight.
Yeah. So here's Bright Light. Thanks, guys.
Got it.
No, thank you very much. Got it? Okay,
yep.
Good. All right, then we're going to close on this song, and I've still got a half hour of pickleball that I can go catch up on, so wish me luck on my backstroke. Okay, I didn't know. Well, big thanks and shout out to all those who contribute to the video. Yeah, the collaboration in this, I've never seen people so willing to just add their talent to a project without demanding credit, and I try really hard to give credit where credit's due, but this community is more like a family. And so thank you guys very, very much. And here it is. This is the Evil Address song by Cape, and some video and art from the community.
I'll be stealing from you in the dead of night. Call over, you fool. Give up this fight. You can't beat me. I'm your master, dark matter. I demonize this realm, and the fuel cells will be mine. 'Cause you cannot fight me, it's useless you feel. I hold the dark matter in great quantities. I am its ruler, yours as well. And if you try to fight me, you're going to hell. Your arm is not big enough. My darkness expels your light. Come on, cold Noah, give up this fight. I know every fuel cell eventually I'd wash out your army's blood in my galaxy. I cannot be beaten, I will not wane. And I'll sip on your blood like it was champagne. I am dark matter, and I wait for you in the dark to seize your last breath and put out your spark.
My goodness, I will sip your blood like it was champagne. Those are some twisted lyrics, and we love them. Anyways, love you guys, and we will catch you tomorrow. Come into Telegram if you have any questions or things. And thanks again to Hex T Armstrong and Smo for stopping by. And very interesting deal that Hex T has made for you guys.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'm still streaming.
I love your shirt. Your shirt is the best shirt I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's my fault, Hex Ray Chick. It's all my fault.
No, it's okay. I've just been playing pickleball the whole time, so it's fine.
I was just about to run over there.
He didn't notice I was gone. No, only 8.
Okay.
We stayed longer to play.
Okay.
Oh, you smell good.
Yeah, I always smell good. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, don't forget AG.